everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another book review. I just read Chasing New Horizons Inside the Epic First Mission to Pluto by Alan Stern and David Greenspoon. And this actually has some really beautiful pictures of Pluto and 5 moons, which I didn't know it had 5 moons. I knew that Charon was one of the moons, because Charon is the ferryman that rows across the river Styx, if you know your mythology. I was trying to see if I could find... There we go. Styx, of course, Styx, Nyx, Kerberos, and Hydra. And I was surprised. I thought, wait, what about Phobos? Because I remember when they first found Pluto, and Phobos was one of the moons, but I thought, why isn't Phobos mentioned here? Am I wrong? Am I incorrect? And maybe Pluto has 6 moons, because they did not mention Phobos. I saw no mention of Phobos here, so I'm a little bit concerned. They may want to do their fact-checking, but it says 5 moons, I think 6. I think Phobos is there. Phobos might just be an asteroid that's considered a moon, and these are asteroid-like. They're moons, yes, but they're more asteroid-ish, I should say. And it had a photo here of Styx. When Styx was named, they had Styx come and do a press event. I thought, oh man, that's really cool. And then they had one of the members of Queen, who happens to be a astrophysicist. I thought, ooh, just like Brian Wecht. Yeah, only Game Grumps subscribers are going to get that reference, but I don't know if I could find that photo, but it was really intriguing. See if there's Styx. There he is. Queen guitarist and astrophysicist Brian May with team members at the Pluto encounter. Queen guitarist and astrophysicist Brian May. Not Queen isn't the. He's not. Brian May is not an astrophysicist. I'm sorry, I misread that. Excuse me. But it would have been cool. I would have been able to make. I would have been able to have made a clever joke, but oh well. I made myself look a little bit silly there, but it's really interesting that they were able to get somebody of notoriety in to support them. And oh, here's a really stunning picture of Pluto. It's New Horizons I can't even talk today. Excuse me. New Horizons captured this high-resolution, enhanced color view of Pluto's largest moon, Charon. That's one of the moons, just before its closest approach. And of course, there's a picture of Pluto. If I can find it, there's a new terrain view, and then the default. Well, they had the default image of the heart. Let me see if I can find. There it is. The fail-safe image of Pluto, the last and most detailed, taken on July 13th. I remember that like it was yesterday. When I heard about the mission, I was so excited because Pluto is actually one of my favorite planets, and for obvious reasons. And this is another one. It's a look back at Pluto as New Horizons receded outward from the sun, revealing a blue sky. But yeah, this is so intriguing. And then not only that, but it says that it's the last chapter I'm actually going to read. It says, fuel and power projections indicate that New Horizons will be able to continue and operate until the 2030s. So I'm going to be seeing new explorations. It's going to be unbelievable. I'm really eager about this. I'm so excited. So if NASA continues to fund the mission, New Horizons will follow the legacies of Pioneer 10 and 11. I remember Voyager 1 and 2. I'm really avid about this stuff. Becoming a probe of sun's distant heliosphere and the nearest reaches of interstellar space. Then someday, perhaps in the late 2030s or perhaps the 2040s, there will not be enough power to run the spacecraft's main computer and the communication systems. New Horizons will fall silent. Nonetheless, it will continue its journey, speeding forever away from the sun into interstellar space. A derelict, yes, but also an immortal denizen of the galaxy and an emblem of what humans can achieve. And what of Pluto? Will there be a return? There's the question. And it says, we think so. I thought, oh, yes, please. There's a growing scientific consensus that the mysteries New Horizons revealed, and the scientific question, well, it saw that there was frozen methane on the planet, which is fascinating. Let me see. It cannot be fully answered until an orbiter, which can explore Pluto in much more detail, like with Cassini and Saturn and the Mars rover. Studies to explore how that can be accomplished are already underway, and the next planetary decadal survey in the 2020s, I will be in my 40s then, was likely to consider such a mission. Sorry, I get really excited about this sort of thing. We're optimistic that a return to study Pluto system more depth will someday be funded. One day be funded, I should say. In addition, we think it's likely that other small planets of the Kuiper Belt will also be likely to be explored later in the century. Bring it on. If we humans are nothing else, we are inquisitive and restless species, explorers at heart. For that reason, we're also optimistic that even humans one day will travel to the Kuiper Belt to explore it, making footfall onto Pluto and other Kuiper Belt worlds, as we have done on the Moon and will so do on Mars, and no doubt on many other worlds. First exploration to Pluto is complete, but the call exploration beckons our species ever onward. Yeah, I love that whole, if we humans are nothing else, we are an inquisitive and restless species, explorers at heart, because it's so true. I'm a gypsy. I'm a star gypsy, and will forever be a star gypsy. But I love the book. The photos are beautiful, and if you're like me and you just wanted to learn more about what the pitfalls, the trials and tribulations of the whole New Horizons mission is, they went through so much, but they did it. They finally did it. They said, oh, we don't have enough to do it. We were more interested in the Mars mission and Saturn mission, and Pluto didn't have enough funding, so it was canceled for a while, and then it was brought back. But I remember I'm still just so driven by things like this. It's one of the things that keeps me going. But in a way, I guess I did get to be an astronaut, because I'm still following this stuff, and it still stirs my imagination. And that's why one time I wrote a story about Europa being one of the planets that we would terraform, like Mars. And that could definitely be a possibility I should say when, because it's going to happen. Eventually our planet's going to run out of resources, so we had to look for other planets to inhabit. So we're going to have to be really careful. Either that or come up with hyperdrive. Hyperdrive and warp drive, either or, it'll work, but you have to invent light speed. And we have to have a Dyson sphere. Like Nunnemann actually talks about a Dyson sphere and how that would be maintained. And I thought, yeah, we would have to have a ton of power. It would be a ton of power in order to produce it. But this is achievable, but it would take a long time to accomplish. It can be done. It's just doing it would be hard. But I really believe that I'm not like Michio Kaku. I really believe that we can do it. And of course, CERN is on the cutting edge, and they're messing around with stuff they don't understand. But I think eventually we will reach hyperspace, hyperdrive, wormholes, and all that good stuff. And we have to be careful. We don't know where the wormholes will go. That's the only thing. That's. I wish we had a map. That would be so much more helpful. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. But other than that, I absolutely adored this story, and it's absolutely sensational. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, tutti.